Program Director, Chief Whip of the NCOP, Speaker of the Johannesburg Metro, Ntate Gama, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you, the few of you members of the media who have attended to us when we talk to you about this week that we are spending in this province of Gauteng with our Apex program of taking Parliament to the people. We are here on what we call a Previsit, and our theme for this year is the impact of migration, deepening cooperative governance for accelerated service delivery and development. Our constitution requires us to continuously be a vibrant, responsive democracy as South Africa. So from time to time, we have to engage with one another on all issues which make South Africa better. We resolved in 1994 to make South Africa a better place to live in. Democracy requires that citizens should be continuously engaged in the governance through interaction with those who make the decisions. We must not end up just by making a mark during the elections at the ballot box. Democracy means that every time there is an important issue, whether it is a challenge, whether it is a positive or a negative thing, that we need to go back to the people and to hear what their thoughts are in the process of strengthening our democracy, so that they feel that we genuinely serve them. Program Director, the main purpose and focus for this flagship of the NCOP is to sit together with all the relevant stakeholders in government, plus the beneficiaries of government programs, to identify bottlenecks that result in service delivery backlogs, and to jointly find ways in which we can find solutions to the challenges. We must make sure that no one is left out. We are all here as the leaders to take questions, to respond to issues, and therefore to follow up on the issues which might come up as we go around. All of this is to make sure that we better the lives of South Africans. We are a parliament which is people-orientated. We seek to involve all citizens in the issues of governance for better service delivery and development. Parliament is responsible for making laws. The provincial legislatures are responsible for the areas of legislation ascribed to them in the Constitution. Local government is the coal face of our service delivery. So whatever we do at a provincial and a national level plays itself out in local government. But they also have powers to make the bylaws. We as the NCOP is that house that is made of delegates from provinces. But we are that house that coordinates the business of the national, the provincial, and the local sphere of government. And that is why we always push this Taking Parliament to the People program. Now, we are unique because we stretch across the three spheres of government, as I've said. And since the 5th Parliament, we started on this sector-based approach as per the guidelines of the NDP. In 2015, we were in the Western Cape, in the Eden District. We then went to the Eastern Cape in 2016. We went to the Free State last year, 2017. We focused in the Eastern Cape on specifically education. Last year when we went to the Free State, we focused on health. We are here in Gauteng to look at the impact of migration on service delivery. And we do this because we think that it is important for us to not close our eyes on the impact of movements within South Africa into Gauteng and out, of movements from outside the borders of South Africa into Gauteng and the other provinces. And we want to be able to say, this is actually reality. And somebody asked us, but why? Why Gauteng? We chose this because Gauteng is still South Africa's economic hub. Gauteng has experienced the highest net migration of all the 9 provinces. The inter-provincial migration to Gauteng continues to lead provincial migration streams in this country. Data provided to us by Stats SA also indicates that the number of international migrants also increased steadily and constitute a significant segment of the total estimated immigration to Gauteng. According to the 2011 National Census, South Africa sits at close to 52, 53 million. We know that we have increased since 2011, with Gauteng sitting with the highest population density at about 12 million. The province continues to be perceived as offering greater job opportunities and associated improvements in the standards of living than most of our other 8 provinces. The multidisciplinary delegation of the NCOP, which will be here this week, will be divided into 8 groups, which will visit different sites related to the theme, and we will be in all the metropolitan municipalities. So we'll be in Ekurhuleni, we will be in the Johannesburg Metro, we will be in Tshwane, and we will be in the West Rand District Municipality. The sites that we will visit will be clustered in the following. We will look at social services, at peace and security. We will look at growth and development. We will look at human settlements and the infrastructure. The communities will have a public meeting in the following areas. In the Dlamini Multipurpose Center in Soweto. In Ekurhuleni, we will be in the Springs Town Hall. In Tshwane, we will be at Stillman Community Hall in Hammanskraal, and Stanza Bopape Community in Mamelodi. In the West Rand, we will be at the Western Area Banqueting Hall. Now, Parliament should pride itself as a custodian of the promotion of the values of human dignity, of equality, of non-racialism, of non-sexism, but it is also required to ensure participatory democracy. So it is important to maintain an ongoing connection between Parliament and the people in a substantial sense that gives practical meaning to all our democratic systems. So we are here this week for this pre-visit. We will be back here in November for the Taking Parliament to the People's main program. Our focus here will be on immigration, on its impact, but it does not mean that the people of Gauteng will only talk to us about issues, immigration or emigration. They can talk to the NCOP about any other issue that bothers them that is related to service delivery. They will be within their rights to approach us on any issue, even though we say that we will be focusing on this and that and that. We intend to do an extra leg between now and in November when we come back, that whatever it is that we will get here, we might not have enough space in Tatedagama, but we think that we will, in the period in between, identify the policy gaps, and then be able to bring all your high-end stakeholders who have an interest to come and say, are we right together with the communities of Gauteng when we say this policy is weak here and that one is weak there? So we are here, ladies and gentlemen, just to say to you that from tomorrow we are in Gauteng. We will be joined by members of the provincial legislature. We will be joined by the councillors across Gauteng. We will also expect some members of the other provincial legislatures to join us. Thank you.